chopped weakly to the left. Fielded there by Reynolds. And there's one down now. Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon.
Right fielder.
The 2-1.
Charlie Blackmon.
This one's down to third. In time to first, and there are two away. In now, Yasmani Grandal. Trying to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Grandal with a 3-1 count now. Joe Panic would be next. And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the bleachers, and gone! Here's Joe Panic trying to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Heading for second is Panic. And he will stroll in there standing with a two-out double. Now batting, Madison Bumgarner. Panic at second with two down. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. Montero gathers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Here's Brian Dozier now, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. A fastball right over the outside corner. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he'll get there as he kicks off the third with a leadoff triple. Eduardo Escobar standing in as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1. The pitcher, Chad Bell, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Runner goes for third. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Now to the plate, Melky Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Digging in now, Charlie Blackmon. And their runners at the corners now. And 2-2. There goes Cabrera. Pitch inside. The throw. Behind the runner to second. Escobar on third. Cabrera at second with 1 away. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. Here's Mark Reynolds. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 2 balls and a strike now. Just a bit low. Ball 3.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and counting.
1 run scores. The relay, and it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. At the plate, Cody Bellinger. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-2. 3 runs already home here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4. Riding in once again, Eric Karros. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Flying toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Gets dirty and gloves it. Hey now. He's out. Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready with another 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So the base is empty here with one away. And stepping in, the slip fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger's on his horse. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And Blackman will make the catch here, and that ends. Ready for another chance, Miguel Montero, as we begin the top of the fourth.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single. Here's Brian Dozier now. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. 2 balls and a strike to Dozier.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Taken high and deep to right, but it bangs off of archway number 1. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So here now is the pitcher, Shad Bell. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. And the squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike.
Adam Ottavino, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound. Another try at 2-2. Missed with a slider.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Right field. Blackman has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now. Back to the top of the order now, and striding in is the left fielder, Melky Cabrera. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pollard. He gets there to make the catch, and that... Javi Guerra answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Popped him up. Reynolds waits on it. 1 down. Standing in, A.J. Pollard. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lifted down the line in left. There is Cabrera as he takes this one in. Ready now, Charlie Blackmon. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run. Here's Mark Reynolds. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. It was a walk in his last trip. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hard hit to first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Ready once again, Eric Karros. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Digging in once again, Miguel Montero. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Pollard. And the inning is over. Stepping in, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Bounced weakly near the plate. That winds up foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Panic. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ready on 1 and 2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. The 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Now in the box, Brian Dozier. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Popped him up. Panic onto the grass. 1 out. So striding in, Eduardo Escobar. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Blackmon is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Javi Guerra. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. 2-1. Jock Peterson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Jock Peterson.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Raul Mondesi will come on now and pinch run here. 2 balls and a strike to Melky Cabrera. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Ball hit on the ground here for the first baseman, Belt. Sun Hwan-oh enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew McCutchen. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. At the plate, Brandon Crawford. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on the defense a little bit.
And maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit. Now at the plate, Pablo Sandoval. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Stepping into the box, Brandon Belt 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. Ready for another shot now, A.J. Pollock. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Adam Ottavino was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker,
here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Crawford, the runner at third. Belt at second. Blackman at first. 2 out in the inning. 3-1 to him now. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Here's Joe Panik. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. Got him. So the damage winds up. Into the box now, Charlie Blackman, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Santiago Casilla is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
3-1 to him now. Here's the 3-1. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Panik. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in to try it again, Mark Reynolds. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Fouled away. Lays off, 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Line, that's a base hit into left field. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready on 1 and 2. Missed with a breaking ball. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Coming to the plate now, Eric Karros. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Hit on the ground out to short. He'll go the short way to panic at second. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Santiago Casilla. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his Chris Davis is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. High in the air out to center field. After it is Blackman. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's 1 away now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He's 2 for 3 thus far. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Crawford is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The count now at 2-2. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Pablo Sandoval. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 1 and 2 now. High in the air into shallow left center. And that will conclude matters here in. Will Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Miguel Montero, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. That one's in there, 3-1. Eduardo Escobar standing in. The 1-1. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. He's way late, and he's in there easily at second. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Stepping into the box, Adam Ottavino. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Runners on his way to third. Pop high in the air. Grandal has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. Standing in, A.J. Pollock, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Here's Charlie Blackman now. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Bellinger's under it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Melky Cabrera. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Charlie Blackmon waits on deck. Hit hard up the middle. And Cabrera is going to have himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth. At the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Gerard Dyson will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 1, Gerard Dyson.
1-1. Is roped to left, a base hit. And that'll get down for a base hit. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in the third baseman, Mark Reynolds. Hit high and deep out to left center field. McCutchen looking up. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pollock giving chase. One down. Digging in, Eric Karros. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Sent on the ground out to second. Panic with the dive. Got him. So stepping in, Brian Dozier, runner in scoring position with two gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task.
Well, the play's been made, and that. Settling in now, Joe Penick. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Blackmon is under it. 1 away. Striding in, Will Smith. Alan Henson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Jake Diekman enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Count is 1-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Blackmon is there. Makes the catch and the ball game is over. And guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is. Mark Reynolds. Strike oppose. He's our top. Broadcasting. Now batting, Juan Graterol. And Now to the plate, Stan Musial. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. And it's fouled away. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Hit out towards second. Scope has it. And that's out number 1. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Here's J.D. Martinez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire this. Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Kane to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder,
Ball 1.
Kane.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Martinez has a read on it. One down. In is Christian Yelich. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike. And that one just missed outside.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch. Work the count even.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Digging in now for the Brewers, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Sutton has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself. And we'll have to leave it there. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Kane is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Here it comes. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. So striding forward now, Sonny Cobra. He'll get to take his first cuts here. D. Gordon will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 9.
From the stretch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
The veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball, and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Not in time. He's in there at second. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Gordon, a runner at second with 1 away. Into the corner and slicing foul. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. And he can give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich is under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the throw in gets away from him. Now at the plate, Jose Bautista, and their runners at the corners now. So we're going to see a pinch hitter in this spot, and a very dangerous one at that, as Jason Giambi's getting loose in the on-deck circle. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the... Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Ryan Braun. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Ryan Braun.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Fouled off. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. And he lays off there 1-0. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping up now, Jonathan Scope. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time. Giancarlo Stanton will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And this is lined back into center field, and that will be their first hit of the contest. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. So digging in now, Stan Musial, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kane is after it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. Striding into the box, Bryce Harper. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with one away. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to the plate. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. Digging in, J.D. Martinez. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on down the line. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. Harper rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. Roberto Ozuna, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Missed with a breaking ball.
Now playing center field, number 20, Mike Smith. Now playing
out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Popped him up. Musial is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Hernan Perez. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hernan Perez.
Line drive to center field. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee. Travis Shaw will be summoned off the bench here. It's a pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Is there, and he's out trying to take second. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. And right into the shift. Gordon is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Jordan Lyles, a 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Kane going back. Still ranging back. Gone to lead off the inning. Into the box, D. Gordon. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So coming to the plate, Sonny Cobra. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Perez ranging into the outfield. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to go now for the shortstop, Ben Zobrist. Here's the first pitch to him. And a bouncing ball, foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably...
And the catcher grabs it. Now at the plate, Lorenzo Cain. So far, 0-for-1 with a flyout. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Hit in the air to left. Martinez has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. A cold strike on the inside corner. And he lays off the slurve, 1-2 now. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Still 1-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Cobra shading to his right, and he brings it in on the warning track. In now, Jesus Aguilar. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Takes a knee-high fastball. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek tried a change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a ground ball to third, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Here's Ryan Braun now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Martinez is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome. So we're in